Stephanie here. So in this video, I am going to show you how to curl your hair with a curling rod. So if you've watched my blow dry video, then your hair should already be prepped and ready to go. If you have not, then we need to prep the hair. And I have not. I washed it yesterday and slept in it like this. So we're going to prep the hair before we start using heat styling tools. So you want to use a heat protectant product. So I'm going to use the Loma Nourishing Oil Treatment. And just a couple of pumps. And you want to make sure you actually get it through your hair. So don't just go like this and think you're done. You need to actually like get your fingers in there, like open up your hands, run the product through. You might have a heat protectant spray instead, in which case you would just spray and just pull your hair out like this. Okay, so make sure you've actually worked the product into your hair. Otherwise, it's not really doing much for you and you've just wasted product. Okay, so I have a couple of tips for curling hair, and it's all the way I pin it up. So most people will take the top section, the big section here, and just kind of go like this and pin it up and then curl and then drop it all down and resection. I don't do that. So I've come up with this way, actually I may have seen it somewhere, that just makes things so much easier. So what we're going to do after you've got your stuff in there, so we're going to take the top section here. Okay, and we're going to pin that up. So you will need these claw clips. Okay, so we're going to hold that part up. And then you're going to take another section, and just depending on how thick your hair is and how much of it you have will depend on how large you want your sections. Also the kind of style of curl you want. Okay, and then we've got that one. You can get that one pinned up. And then I'm going to do one more section. I think that's good enough for my hair. That's going to be good enough. Okay, and then clip that one up too. Okay, so now we're ready. Another handy tool that you're going to want to have, especially if you're somebody that burns your hands like I do. I don't burn my hands when I work on clients, but when I curl my hair myself, I seem to. So I've got one of these thermal gloves. So this is going to protect my hands from being burnt on the rods. Now I can actually touch it like this, which makes life a lot easier when you're trying to do this on your own hair. You can grab these off of Amazon, so go get one because it's going to save your life. Okay, so now another thing that I like to do, especially if you find that your hair doesn't hold a curl very well, you'll want to spray in between. So getting like a medium hold working spray that you can spray and then curl. And then if you really find your hair just does not want to hold curls very well, then you'll finish off each section with a finishing spray. So I'm actually going to use this Design Me. It's actually made in Canada, so that is awesome. And this is a really fun can of hairspray because it has 3 different settings. So you've got a low setting, a medium setting, or a high setting. And that's for a low hold, a medium hold, or a high hold. Pretty genius, is it not? So I'm gonna use it on a medium and just do a quick spray. It actually smells okay too. It doesn't, usually like fragrances and stuff bother me, but this one doesn't seem to be too bad. Okay, so then when you've got a little section here, you're going to wrap your hair around it, roll it in, and hold. You'll hold it for maybe like 5 seconds or so, and then slide it out, and you've got your curl. Okay, pretty simple. And then we're going to take another section. You can choose however large of a section you want. And I've got my larger barrel on. So if you want tighter curls, then you can use a smaller barrel. Mine actually comes with 3 barrels and I can remove them and just switch them out when needed, which is really great. I don't have to have 3 different tools in my kit. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna go around this side. And if you want like a beach wavy kind of look, don't do the ends. So if you just leave the ends and then kind of just like brush it through like that, it'll end up giving you like a softer finish. And when you run your fingers through it after, it'll give a really nice beachy kind of wavy look. Okay, so what makes this pinning thing, clipping up thing really awesome is you'll just take that and your next section is out. And then we're going to do a quick spray. Then you just have to find those hairs and move on to your next section. That piece is kind of just like in the way. Sorry, I gotta look into my mirror over here just so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing, because it's kind of hard looking at a screen. Okay. Okay, so once you feel like you're happy with it, if you're not sure, you can grab a mirror and try and like do this with another mirror kind of thing. If you need to, or you can just do that at the end and check it. So you would hold this one like on an angle while you're trying to look at the back one. I don't know if you've done it before. Okay, so once you've reached the top part here, you want to consider where you want to part your hair, because that's going to depend how you end up curling it. So I'm just going to kind of let it fall wherever it wants to. There we go. That's how I'm going to do it. Okay. And then we're going to complete the top. So when I curl, I always like to pull it away rather than in front. I just find that it looks nicer that way. It like pulls it away from your face instead of in towards your face. Okay, so at this point you should have everything curled. Again, you can take that little mirror and try and check the back to make sure you've gotten everything. So I'm just going to take a little quick peek. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think this piece needs to be... Here we go. Now you discover a piece that needs to be fixed. Okay. So the mirror trick is awesome. All right, now we should be good. Now how are we looking? I would say everything looks curled. So now we've got this. So you can either just spray it and leave it like this if you're cool with this, but I kind of want to have a little bit more of a softer look. And I want to add a little bit of volume into the top. If you've already done that with your blow dry, then you're probably okay. And if you haven't, then we're going to use some fun stuff. So there's different options on products you can use. I have dry shampoo and I have a texture and finish spray. So the texture and finish spray and the dry shampoo will do very similar things. I'm going to go with this texture and finishing spray. So what you would want to do if you want to create a little bit more of that volume in your roots, so you can either take a comb to do this, or just use your fingers and you'll just take some of this and you want to spray it into your roots. And that's gonna add a little bit of lift to it. And if you really wanted, you could start back combing as well. And that's gonna hold it up even more. I don't want a huge amount of volume, so I am not going to go back combing. I think spraying this will be enough. And this texture spray doesn't spray on white, so if you find you have a dry shampoo that goes on fairly white, try a texture spray instead. Davines has a texturizing spray. This one's from Loma. Just enough so that, you know, your hair isn't so flat to your head. Okay, so now that I have a little bit more volume going on, you can just work the product in with your fingers. Okay, and so I want to soften my curls a little bit, but if you're happy with this, then you can go on, you're done. If you want to soften it a little bit more and have a little bit more of that, almost that beachy wave, but still a little bit more put together, that's what we're going to do right now. So first thing is running your fingers through it to separate these curls a little bit more. And what you could do if you find that your hair is fairly dry is running one of those serums through it again. So the serum that I use in the beginning is actually a nourishing oil treatment as well as a heat protectant. So this could be something really great to use, especially on the ends, and it'll help give your hair a little bit more shine. If you want a curl finish spray, you can do that right now. I also have my sea salt spray, which I really love to use. This one's from John Masters. So I'm gonna spray some of this. The sea salt spray, I find, well, it smells the best. Tastes like salt if you get it in your mouth. This one's got lavender. And it kind of gives that beachy wave because it's sea salt. And it holds nicely too. So this is what you would do until you get the look that you want. Just keep running your fingers through it. I'm just gonna take a step back so you can kind of see how we've got it going on here. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like this. It is not super curled, and it's not super beachy wave, but I like where we're at with it. So this is my finished look. Thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you.